subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Finny, hop in, brother.
Shouts out to you, brother. I've been trying to get up here for a while now, man. You the man,
My
bro.
man,
Much
how
respect.
you doing, brother Finny?
I'm doing good, bro. I've been following you for a minute, man. I first started listening to you. My Africana studies teacher played your video for me back in for us in the class back in 2009,
Oh,
man.
which video
I
was it?
mean, it was the first Hidden Color
That must
series, the first Hidden Colors movie.
that must have been 2011 because that's when we did Hidden Colors.
2000, probably so 2011 because I was a junior at the
Yeah,
time. So
yeah,
yeah, I think it was about 2010 because I graduated 2008. So, but I don't know, man. I mean, it was around 2008, 2011. I mean, 2010, 2011.
yeah, because we put Hidden 2000, early 2011. That's when the first one came out. So yeah,
Really? Okay. Well, man, hey, that movie, man, introduced me to a lot, man. I ain't gonna cap. I appreciate you, brother. Keep doing your thing, man. You gonna stay in my prayers, bro, because I hate listening and hearing these threaten you, bro. That be some lame shit.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah. My man,
Uh,
thank you so much, brother. Yes, indeed, man. But yeah, the Hidden Colors that was 2011. Um, and yeah, we're gonna start working on the next one. Do y'all know the Hidden Colors series, man? That was a very unique series, man. People really don't know, well, they know, but just the impact of that film series. Family, do y'all know that the Hidden Color series, that's probably the most influential Black history documentary series ever? There's not been another documentary series as impactful as the Hidden Color series. That's why many people say that I'm like one of the most influential. And I hate when I don't like to toot my own damn horn, but they say I'm one of the most influential Black documentary filmmakers in the world. And I don't like tooting my own damn horn, but who else? Come on now. Who's name another influential Black documentary filmmaker? Because somebody brought this up to me before. A journalist brought this up to me before. I don't even be thinking about it like that. I'm like, you know what? They were like, Tariq, you're probably the most influential Black documentary filmmaker. I'm like, shit, I am, huh? Uh, Yeah. Yeah, when you think about it, I kind of am. Not to, I don't like tooting my own horn. I don't, but yeah. We got to really recognize how influential the Hidden Colors series was. There was nothing else like Hidden Colors before or since, to be honest. That resonated majorly. This was an independent film series, ladies and gentlemen, that was more successful than Hollywood documentary series. We're outselling the Hollywood stuff. Why was the Hidden Color series so impactful? Why did it resonate with audiences? Remember, we had people lined up in theaters all around the country and then all around the world. This film series was all around the world on a grassroots level. It was all in the streets, the whole shebang. So why was it so impactful? See, it's a learning experience. One of the reasons why it was so impactful, it was because of the unfiltered, unapologetic narrative of the film. That was one of the selling points. We were just going to go into unwatered down Black history because most Black history documentaries, it's funded by some kind of corporate entity or some kind of non-Black entity. So they're going to send notes on what to say and what not to say or what to emphasize. So they're going to tell you, yeah, talk about Black history, but talk about some LGBT stuff. Yeah, talk about Black history, then talk about Black and brown. Yeah, talk about Black history, but then talk about the white abolitionists who are so great. So they're going to send you some little clip notes to put in the damn movie too, if you get funding from them. See, we did a different thing. We funded this thing on our own, promoted it on our own, distributed on our own. So we didn't have to answer to nobody. So it was just unapologetically Black and nothing was watered down. We went there, which was very unique. in a documentary film series. And another thing, it was unapologetically a black film and the quality was high. That's another thing, family. I'm giving y'all some game here if y'all want to learn how to be successful at certain things. Number one, it was unapologetically unfiltered. Number two, the quality of the film was high. So they saw the time and the effort we put in the film. It looked good. We used professional cameras that they use in Hollywood. So it's the lighting and the quality of the film looked great. The audio was great. The visuals was great. You see? And people could appreciate that because a lot of times when you do black projects and it's really catering to a black audience where it's unfiltered and not watered down, usually it's some funky finger production shit. It's like real janky, it's grainy VHS footage, you know, it's shot all janky and shabby, you know. But this time it wasn't like that. This was some real fly, polished shit. It looked good and it looked good in the movie theaters. Yeah. And also what we did in the movie, what made it take off, we focused on black contributions globally. We focused on a lot of black civilizations, science, technology, art, culture, just global, and just stuck to that. We didn't mix it in with nothing. And also it shed light on a lot of the suppressed history, the stuff that they were deliberately hiding from us. It also touched on, and this was another thing, it's one of the first big films that touch on the Black indigenous presence in the Americas. That's nothing, people weren't talking about that on a big level. People were not talking about that at all on a big level, you see? So that opened those doors. And also what made it really resonate with black audiences, it was a direct challenge to white supremacy. We went at white supremacy head on by name. See, a lot of films, again, they're funded by the dominant society, and they kind of pussyfoot around about it. We went through discrimination. Well, we went through some segregation. We went through a little apartheid, and we had some trials and tribulations. And no, we didn't do all that. We're dealing with white supremacy. Let's just call it by name. We're dealing with white supremacy. We've been dealing with it. This is how we've been combating it. So it's just we call it for what it is, which was rare. See, there's a lot of rarities there. You didn't see people doing that. So that resonated with a lot of people. Another thing, man, what made it take off, the inclusion of diverse voices in it. See, we didn't just get the boule crowd. See, that's another thing in a lot of black documentaries. They'll get, the Skip Gates type of thing. They get the whole little boule crowd. We got some real scholar warriors out here, the Dr. Kabbas, um, James Small, Phil Valentine, um, Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Dr. Carol Anderson, just for now. And hell, Umar, Umar Johnson. That's how we introduced Umar to the world with the Hidden Color series. And he's phenomenal in it, by the way. We don't take nothing away. People, can say what they say about Umar, but he was good in the movies. He was good. And he's a good speaker. I don't take nothing away from him. And we had not just scholars and activists, we had rappers. We had David Banner, we had Killer Mike, we had KRS-One in the film, we had Nas. So, we had some legendary Ice-T, we had Ice-T in there. So we had legends in the film series. So we had a very diverse group of people in the film. Yeah. And also just the grassroots marketing of it. The way we marketed the film. We damn near marketed the film like a damn mixtape, you see. And it was very community based from top to bottom. And that's what made people, it was ours. You know what I'm saying? This was our thing. This was something just for us that we were all able to gatekeep, and we got the community involved, even with the funding of it, the distribution of it, the screenings, and we would have big screenings and people would have parties and it would be shown in barbershops and people would go to the barbershops to watch the movie. So it was increasing businesses around the country. It increased a lot of businesses at bookstores. This revived a lot of bookstores at the time because people would go buy the film and then they would go buy the books associated with the film. So it just became an industry within itself. The impact of that film series, man, that really needs to be studied itself, just the impact of it. And then the corporate sector started to get on the bandwagon because they saw how hot the film was. So, y'all remember Nike did some where they stole a design and put it on a Nike shirt. There was some LeBron shirt, and they made the shirt look like the cover of the Hidden Colors DVD. And they called the shirt Hidden Images. But we had to send a cease and desist to their asses so fast. Yeah, Nike did that. Y'all remember? That was it for Hidden Colors 2 or 3? I forgot which Hidden Colors it was for. I think it was for Hidden Colors 2. But yeah, Nike put out a shirt for LeBron, and the image looked exactly like the cover of Hidden Colors. And it was called Hidden Images. And we're like, nah, y'all not gonna do that. And then Hollywood started doing shit like making movies like Hidden Figures, and they start putting hidden and everything. That's why even today, a lot of people they'll mistake Hidden Colors for Hidden Figures by name. But the impact was phenomenal. Phenomenal impact, man. Phenomenal impact. A lot of people just don't really, really appreciate how successful that film series was. You dig? And how impactful it was, because the mainstream media, they don't like to tell you that, because the narrative they like to tell you is that the only thing that Black are going to support is people shucking and jiving and twerking. They don't want to tell you that Black folks on the grassroots went out here and gave major support to an educational documentary film where nobody was shucking and jiving, nobody was twerking. People were sitting down talking like they had some sense. The mainstream media, they don't want to tell you that, but we're telling you that. That's why I don't buy that narrative that we only have to promote ratchetness to us in order for us to get down with it. That's not true. And the Hidden Colors series is proof of that. We can talk and sit down and act like we got sense, even in here. Look at all the people we got in here now. Ain't nobody in here acting a damn fool. We ain't shucking and jiving. We're having real intelligent conversations in here. See, that's the level of respect that I have for the audience, because I know their level of intelligence. I respect people's intelligence. And I know we can sit down and have real good conversations with each other without the ratchetness. And I don't even knock ratchetness. That's a sector of society. Every now and then you like a little booty shaking. Yeah, every now and then a little hood radishness in moderation. It won't kill you. You dig? Just in moderation. But that's not going to be the totality of the culture. All right. Let me see who we got. We got a lot of people in here. Is that Misinformation Ranger? Good Lord, dude. Okay, I don't know what's going on in the wide hip nigga community, but I don't really want to hear about it. All right. I really don't want to hear about that. Let's get Brother Amos in the building. Brother Amos, hop on.
Hey man, I have kind of an interesting question. So I've been following you for a while and really appreciate your perspective, but I'm interested in how reparations would work as kind of in a logistical administrative way, right? So like for instance, my my background is I'm a white guy.
Okay.
But my great 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 grandfather was Black.
Mm-hmm.
So and I didn't even know that until did some digging
Right.
and found it out. But
That's a great question. I know where you're going. One of the criterias is
right,
that we're proposing is that you're a person to get reparations, you have to currently be classified as black. Now, you have to still be a black person. You can't do the Rachel Dolezal and say, hey, I'm black today because I had a black great, 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 great. So that won't work. So you have to,
yeah, no, I would never do that. I was just kind of curious about,
yeah, there was a Andy
how.
Darity who kind of proposed you should be a person classified as black for like 10 years or something like that. But it should be like on your birth certificate if you are a black person. It should go all the way back. So the black person in your family, now where were they?
I think it was in West Virginia.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because there's a lot of white people who got black ancestors over here. There's a lot of them who do, but you're classified as white now, so you wouldn't really be qualified because um, you benefited from whiteness. So that's the
Yeah,
great.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But then how would you slice it up? Like, let's say somebody had, really strong lineage. They were all the way, they could trace all the way back to, like pre-Civil War times. And then somebody else might have had, different experience or different lineage. Does that really matter? Or is it more about like the person's experience in the present? I mean, how much does ancestry have to do with, say, like the level of compensation that somebody could expect in reparations?
Yeah, if you can trace your family back to the 1870 census, then you would qualify. If you can trace one of your people, then that you would qualify. It's not a percentage wise, just like Native American tribes. If you're part of that tribe, and if you're listed a part of a certain tribe, you get whatever the compensation is for members of that tribe. The same thing with foundational Black Americans who are descendants of freedmen. If there's
Okay.
100,000 starting off per family based on their lineage being verified on the census from the 1800s, then that family gets the compensation. So it's simple. It's not really hard. The same template that the Native Americans, the red Native Americans get. The same way.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Hey, thanks for letting me on and letting me ask my question.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Oh, family. See, we got to watch that. We got to watch now because now people, I'm telling y'all, we already knew this was coming. You got people, they were kind of minimizing the reparations thing for a long time. Now that they see that we got reparations in the national lexicon, people are talking about it regularly. People are talking about it in the mainstream. This is kind of the new norm. This is why people are getting nervous. They know when we focus on something, something is going to go down, something is going to happen. So now that they see that reparations is a possibility, now, family, what you're going to see a lot of people in the dominant white society finding some black nana from back in the day that they've been denying, that black relative that they've been hiding. Oh, they about to dust old Uncle Pappy off. They about to find Uncle Pappy. Oh, they about to find them black relatives now. So we got to watch out for that. All right, that's something we have to keep an eye on. All of a sudden, we're going to be like, hey, you know what, dude? My great 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 gramps. He was Frederick Douglass's brother, dude. We're gonna get some white Umars in here. We're about to get some white Umars in here. I'm a descendant of Harriet Tubman, dude. I'm a descendant of Sojourner Truth, dude. Oh, we about to get some descendants. I'm a descendant of Nat Turner, dude. Uh-oh, we about to get these descendants. Here they go. Here they go, family. We about to hear it. Uh-oh, we're about to get a bunch of white Umars popping up, family. Here they go. Y'all watch out. They're gonna get the they're gonna do the same thing that they in Asia. They get them perms so their hair can nap up. Now white people are about to start getting sister locks. Uh-oh, they're about to let their hair dread out and get a dashiki and start claiming to be a damn descendant. Uh-oh. Y'all keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open, family. When the reparations pop off, boy, we're about to see some suntan lotion and afro wigs. I'm a descendant of Olivia Newton-John, buddy. Like, oh goodness, God, it's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. All right, let's see who else we got in here. All right. Well, we got a lot of people in the building. I ain't gonna be here too long. I ain't gonna be on here too long. Let's get James Fairman. James Fairman in the building. Get some of these new faces in here. We got Polynesian Power, Coptic Corey. Get some of these new faces. What's up, Miss Strella? That's my sister, Miss Strella.
Hey, hey, Tariq, can you hear me?
What's up, Corey?
Hey, Tariq. First of all, I want to say shout out to Rootwork deodorant.
Thank you.
I got my family addicted to it Christmas time, and also shout out to Hidden Heroes book. It's my nephew's favorite book.
Love it. Love it.
All right. Excuse the noise. I'm a trucker, so I'm gonna try to make it quick. Uh, I'm a part of one of the few foundational Black American families that actually has a book out that basically uh, documents our lineage back to where from when we came over here from Africa. It's called "From Whence We Came: A History of the African American Kinslers." Now, I'm not trying to sell any books, but I just wanted to drop game on the family that when you do your research, one of the ways to do it is take your oldest living family member and then go to your state and local archives. That's where you're going to find all types of documents, marriage licenses, um, certain bill of sales, all types of cool stuff. So in my situation, we were able to find the actual family that enslaved us. They're called Kinslers now, but they used to be called Kunslers. We're not sure why they changed their name, but they're located in South Carolina, and basically, when we linked up with them, we found them, and on their property they have a Negro graveyard. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
have yeah, right we have our original ancestors, in a graveyard, basically, what was an old plantation.
Oh, wow.
So, and I believe that if other FBAs do the same thing, a lot of them will basically, come to the same result. And Tyreek, I want to email you because I do want to send you a free copy. It's just something that it's like we're calling it a blueprint for FBAs to basically dig as far back into their lineage as they can. And here's the cool thing. So we did the DNA test on our oldest living relative, and so, for what it's worth, it sent us back to the Fulani people of Senegal.
Oh,
So my older brother, he's kind of balling. He paid for himself and his family and my mom to go over there to Senegal and kind of check it out, see what was going on. And he told me straight up, he was like, he didn't see one drop of anybody that looked like us over there. What I'm saying, it's all mixed up because of refugees and things like that. Like, so
oh,
if so as far as like, oh well, you come from here, like if you get the right information and go back, those people aren't there anymore,
right.
Tariq. So you were exactly right. You know what I'm saying? Those people aren't there. They've since moved on.
Yes.
So I don't want to take up too much time because I need to focus on the road. But
Thank you.
maybe
Do your thing. Let me land that plane. But yeah, my brother, this is what I've been saying, man. Listen, over there in parts of Africa, some of the people that's in those areas now, they weren't there 400 or 500 years ago. Remember, the people in Africa, they've been moved around a lot. They've been moved. They haven't been static over there. They've been moving and being pushed here, pushed there, leaving, running, moving, fighting, warring. So there's been migratory patterns. Even these tribes, they move around. They have not been stationary in many of these places that long, like people think they are. So yeah, that's why when people try to talk about where we're from, a lot of folks don't know where in Africa they're from. They've been moved around Africa so long and so many times, they don't know exactly where they're from in Africa. But we're from here. We had an ethnogenesis here. Polynesian, hop on in.
Hey, brother Tariq. Oh man, it's good to hear. It's good to be on the space with you, man. We really respect the FBA people and the movement that you guys have in America. I thought I would just touch on reparations in New Zealand if I could.
Yes, indeed. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so there was much upheaval in New Zealand, protests, mass protests all over New Zealand back in the early 2000s, 1990s, and then the government was forced to create a tribunal to investigate all the crimes and the hardships that the Maori people have been facing against the government. So what happened is that the government had to create a tribunal, and now they are returning land and distributing billions of dollars in compensation to the Maori people and publicly apologizing. So people who are against reparations, reparations can be done if you really have a unity of your people to go against the government of oppression. And I think that the FBA are on the right track, because now the people in New Zealand, they're using that money that in the form of reparations to invest in businesses, opportunities, health programs, and educations as a means to restore their relationship to the land. And I think that your fight for reparations is an honorable one, and we really support your fight against your injustice, against oppression. And I land my plane there. Thank you, Tariq.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the Maori tribe out there in New Zealand. Y'all see, like some months ago, there was some kind of um, meeting there, some kind of council meeting, and the New Zealanders, the Maori people, they stood up and started doing a damn tribal chant on their ass. It's like they start doing a war chant, and the white folks was looking shook, like, oh shit. They went into war chant mode up in there. They start calling on their ancestors. I love that. What's up, James? Hop in, brother.
What's up, Tariq?
How you doing, Mr. James?
Oh man, everything is great, man. I appreciate you, man. I love the FBA family. I want to say a shout out to Brother McCall.
Yes.
Thank you for your scholarship. And just like you said, I just want to say this. Just like you said, your hood partners put you up on your knowledge.
Yes.
I knew about you from the Art of Mackin,
Oh yeah.
but I was hanging out with my hood partners in Oakland, and they was like, man, you gotta check out Hidden Colors. I'm like, what you talking about? They're like, Tariq Nasheed put out some shit called Hidden Colors. I'm like, nigga, how you know? And I don't know. Like, I'm more gamed up than you, but they put me on the Hidden Colors series. So I just want to, shout you out and give a shout out to all our hood scholars who do their thing in the streets, but they still keep it real and teach the youngsters about knowledge. So that's all I want to say.
Man,
Love you, FBA family.
much respect, brother. Oh yeah, man. Them Oakland players, man. That's why I love the Oakland Cats, man. I got so much game from them Oakland dudes, man. Them Oakland players, them dudes, man. Them hustlers, or them just Bay Area dudes. Period. Because they would come down to LA a lot. And these were like smart dudes. They'd be straight up hustlers, but they were always smart dudes. Dudes always had books, and because they came from that whole Black Panther thing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them FBA brothers, they got that Black Panther spirit up there. That's still real heavy up in the Bay. So yeah, even dudes be out here in the streets, they still be on that book thing. So it's all about knowledge with those dudes and expanding the mouthpiece and just yeah, expanding your mind. And I learned a lot of game from them dudes. Yeah. And that's probably why the spirit of the Hidden Colors series had that street vibe, even though it was a scholarly film. The vibe, it just had a very street flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? And it resonated. It wasn't stuffy. You dig? We just gave you the information real and raw. We weren't trying to be all snooty tooty with it. It's like, hey, this is what it is. This is the game. We put it in a way where people can just understand it without us trying to um, kind of sound overly scholarly. We just gave it to you real and raw. And I think that resonates with a lot of people. Yeah. Oh man. Let me see. We got RJ. Well, we got to get a call from RJ. We got to get a call from our Nigerian brother who's the Democrat shield. He's going to give us some. Okay, let me prep you guys for RJ. RJ, let's hear what he has to say about Snoop Dogg and Nelly performing for Trump at the Trump inauguration. Now, as a Democrat, how do you feel, RJ, and how the Democrats feeling about this, RJ? Hop on, RJ.
Hey, Tariq, you good?
I am good, RJ. How are you, buddy?
I'm good, brother. On the inauguration, they're taking it inside, isn't it? They're taking it into a building. It's not going to be outside
Right,
for some reason. Why do you think that is?
because somebody might try to do a terrorist act. That's why.
Yeah, someone might try to do that because Trump is too, he's too divisive. He's too polarizing. He's already been shot at already, and Elon's car has been blown up too. So
Yeah.
they're too hot right now. They're too polarizing. And that's not the way you want to be as a president. You want to be level-headed, cool, calm, and collected, and
Or
and
or
appease.
you can look at it like there's some people, some higher ups who really want to get Trump out of here. And why do they want to get him up out of here? Why do the higher ups want to get him out of here?
Or the lower downs also want to get Trump out of here because he's gonna.
The deep state? Well, is there a deep state thing going on? Or there's some nefarious characters who want to get Trump up out of here? And why?
There is no nefarious. All the rich people are on Trump's side. The only people that
Uh,
threatened Trump, listen, the only people that threatened Trump were the countries that think he's gonna invade Canada or Greenland. So France and Germany and Mexico. They're the only ones saying, if you go after Greenland or Canada, we're coming for you. But apart from that, all the rich robber barons and the fat cats are on Trump's side,
Not,
right? All the rich people of America on Trump's side because he's going to give them tax cuts.
not okay. Thank you. I don't want to hear that. That's boring now. Let's try Halo. He's a Caribbean Democrat shield. RJ is a Nigerian Democrat. Halo is Caribbean. So Halo, how do you feel about the Snoop and Nelly performance at the inauguration?
I'm not Caribbean. Just to let everybody know. I don't know why you keep saying that.
You're Caribbean?
No, I'm not.
I could have swore you were Caribbean, brother, because you're not FBA. So where's your family
No,
from?
I'm 100%, bro. 300 years in King Street, South Carolina. Still haven't changed.
I could have swore you were Caribbean, brother. But go ahead. So what do you think about
Yeah.
the celebrations?
I don't know how true that is. I know how Snoop Dogg feels about Trump. Okay,
You know,
he
right? You know, he performed at one of the events.
no, I don't know. I'd like to see video of that. One of the events of what since leading up to the
Yeah,
inauguration.
yeah, they got like pre-events leading up to the inauguration. So yeah, Snoop performed at something tonight. They brought out Rick Ross and Soldier Boy at like this type event. Yeah, they're already doing it. So he's definitely gonna do it Monday. Monday is gonna be off the chain.
Well, look, if he's getting paid for it or whatever, I mean, look, he has a right to do what he wants. However, I do know he's been very clear his dislike for Donald Trump. So again, I would love to see any video of this. I don't know if you got anything posted to the top, but I would love to see any video. But I do have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
So you heard, it's so funny because we understand the climate that we're living in, right? You heard almost every white person come up here and say, "Oh, we're not getting reparations," and then you see Trump one after another saying DEIs or anything woke. We're destroying because it's BS, you know.
Yeah.
And he's taking away opportunities for Black people
Like
across the
how? Like
board.
how? Like how?
Well, again, you see affirmative action. You see the court system. You see,
That we haven't benefited from that in a while. So yes, take it. Get that shit out of here. What else?
well, again, that opens up the doors for a lot of educated um, Black people who was denied a job access or anything. That's what that was for.
Already with DEI, that's for other groups. That DEI stuff, that's for Latinos, Asians, LGBT whites. We don't benefit from that. We get crumbs from that. So they can take all of that.
No, I wouldn't be so quick to give it away, man. Um,
Okay.
also, yeah, also he talked about what was the other thing? Again, opportunities for Black people. He's going after our generals. He's going after the names of bases, saying that nothing, no Black, no anything will be named after their bases or ships or anything.
Ships are named after Black people.
I'm sorry.
What ships and bases are named after Black people?
Oh, they did rename some of the bases here in America that were formerly Confederate names, and they renamed it after African Americans.
Like what?
So
What
I can get those names for you the next time I come
yeah,
up, but I'll be
that
happy.
next time. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Halo's talking about. I don't know what bases are named after Black people. See, these Democrats shield talking points. They just be saying stuff. They just be saying stuff. Come on, yeah, it's gonna be real bad. I mean, they're gonna take away the DEI. We don't benefit from that. The Democrats made sure we don't benefit from that. They use Black faces, but then give the money to everybody else but us. I'm telling you this firsthand. Like with our Hidden History Museum, we don't get no grants or nothing because all of the little grant money is given to all of these other quote minorities, and it's supposed to go for us. And we don't get shit. We don't get nothing. By the time we try to go get these grants, and we got a functioning, up and running, and popping museum, we're supposed to get all types of money. We won't get a dime from the state or the government. That money eaten up by these DEI programs that benefit white LGBT, Latino, Arab, Asians, and everybody else. I'm telling you firsthand, we don't get nothing. We get crumbs. And the only time they'll consider Black folks is if you got some LGBT or transgender board of directors or something. It's some real funny style shit that goes on with these programs, man. The criteria for us to get something, somebody's gonna have to spread some bussy. Yeah. Like we got a questionnaire. We're trying to get one grant, and they start asking, "What's the sexual preference for everybody on the board of directors?" We had to answer shit about our sexual preferences. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, it's that type of shit, man. So that's the DEI. Yeah, that's the DEI right there. It's real funny style, man. And DEI stands for dick entering inside your hole. That's what they want to know. Where's the dick going? That's what DEI means. It's weird, man. So yeah, I don't want to. You can get that DI shit out of here. It don't really benefit us like that anyway. Get it out. Affirmative action, get it out. I don't care about no affirmative action. That don't benefit us. We ain't benefited from no affirmative action in decades, man. That's for everybody else but us. You dig? So this reparations, we're gonna just put it right down the middle. That's why people have a problem with reparations, because it's for us. So you can't remix it. You cannot remix it. It's for us, specifically for us. That's why people are trying to find a back door. Well, my great 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 granny. She was a Negro. Can I get some of those dollars, buddy? No. But I'm a descendant of Kunta Kinte. No, get your ass out of here. Nope. Get up out of here. We do not want white descendants. We don't want it. Yeah? We're not playing that game at all. All right. Anyway, how many people? We got a lot of people in here. All right, let me get up out of here, guys. It's been real. Shout out to everybody who called up. Speaking of the Hidden History Museum, everybody go to hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Give a contribution to the Hidden History Museum. It's a great Black institution that we have. We need the support of the community at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Also, the best deodorant on the planet Earth is Rootwork. You need to get you some at rootworkstyle.com. The greatest documentary on hip hop history is Microphone Check. You need to go to microphonecheck.com to watch that film. All right. And get my book, FBA Race Baiter, at officialfba.com. Officialfba.com. All right. I'm up out of here. Hup Yakute, Lulla Bube to the family. Peace.